A new feature in FIFA 23 is the ability to be a real manager in career mode. Unfortunately, not every manager has a scanned game face in the game, but in this video I will show you who does have one. But be sure to watch the entire video, as I will also give you a few realistic teams you can manage with each manager in career mode. The first one is the legendary English midfielder Steven Gerrard, who is now also a manager and who does have a game face. He of course only played for Liverpool and LA Galaxy, and he has been the manager of Rangers and currently Aston Villa, and would be very realistic to become the manager of Liverpool at some point doing a career mode with Steven Gerrard. Another legendary English midfielder in Frank Lampard also became a manager. He played for West Ham United, Swansea City, Chelsea, Manchester City and New York City FC. His still very young managing career has included Derby County, Chelsea and Everton currently. Jürgen Klopp is the manager of Liverpool and he also has a scanned game face. He mainly played for Mainz in his footballing career and he previously mentioned them as well, and also Borussia Dortmund of course. Pep Guardiola of course also has a scanned game face. The manager of Manchester City previously played for FC Barcelona, Brescia, AS Roma, Al Ahly and previously managed Barca and Bayern Munich of course. Antonio Conte has been a rather successful manager over the years. As a player he only played for Lecce and Juventus, but as a manager he was at Bari, Atalanta, Juventus, Chelsea, Inter Milan and Spurs of course. He also managed the Italian national team. Brendan Rodgers is currently the manager of Leicester City. He has previously managed the Chelsea reserves, Watford, Reading, Swansea City, Liverpool and Celtic. The current West Ham manager David Moyes also has a scanned game face in FIFA 23. He has previously managed Preston, Everton, Manchester United, Real Sociedad, Sunderland and West Ham United as well. A great team for career mode is Southampton this year. Their manager is Ralf Hasenhüttl, who has a scanned game face as well, and as a footballer he played for Austria Wien, KV Mechelen, FC Köln and Greuther Fürth. He has also managed Ingolstadt, Schalke and RB Leipzig before joining Southampton. Eddie Howe is of course known as a manager for his period at Bournemouth. He currently manages Newcastle United since they had their takeover, and he also managed Burnley in the 2011-12 season. Bruno Lage has mainly been an assistant throughout his coaching career, being an assistant at the likes of Sheffield Wednesday and Swansea City. He was the main manager at Benfica before joining Wolves in the Premier League. Marco Silva is currently the manager of Fulham and he also has a scanned game face in FIFA 23. He was also previously a manager at Estoril and Sporting de Portugal in Portugal and Hull City, Watford and Everton in England before joining Fulham of course. Another footballing legend who has a scanned game face in FIFA 23 is Patrick Vieira, who is currently the manager of Crystal Palace. In his footballing days he played for AC Milan, Arsenal of course, and Juventus, Inter Milan and Manchester City. As a manager he was previously at New York City FC and OGC Nice. Graham Potter is the new Chelsea manager after Thomas Tuchel got fired. Potter previously managed Swansea City and Brighton. Diego Simeone has been a manager of Atletico Madrid for a long time now. Back in his playing days though, he was at Vélez Sarsfield, Pisa in Italy, Sevilla, Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan, Lazio and Racing Club. Alongside Atletico Madrid he has also been the manager of Racing Club, Estudiantes, River Plate and San Lorenzo. Xavi is of course current manager of FC Barcelona and he also has a scanned game face. He only played for Barca and Al Sadd in Saudi Arabia and has managed both clubs as well. Carlo Ancelotti is the first and only manager to have won the title in each of the top 5 leagues. Back in his footballing days though, he played for Parma, AS Roma and AC Milan. He has been a manager of plenty of top clubs with Parma, Juventus, AC Milan, Chelsea, PSG, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Napoli, Everton and currently Real Madrid. Unai Emery has been very successful at his current club Villarreal. During his footballing career he was at a few different clubs, although Real Sociedad and Leganes are the only clubs currently in FIFA 23. He was also previously the manager of the likes of UD Almeria, Valencia, Sevilla, PSG and Arsenal, before joining Villarreal of course. Julen Lopetegui is currently the manager of Sevilla, but he was previously at Rayo Vallecano, Porto, Real Madrid and the Spanish national team, where he got quickly fired of course. Kiki Flores is currently the manager of Getafe, but has had quite a list of previous clubs he has managed. He has previously been at Valencia, Benfica, Atletico Madrid, Al Ahly, Al Ain, Watford, Espanyol, Shanghai Shenhua and Watford again, and he also has a scanned game face in FIFA 23. Sergio Gonzalez is Cadiz's manager and he also has a scanned game face. He has previously coached Espanyol and Real Valladolid. Michel is the manager of Girona and he also has a scanned game face. He has previously managed Rayo Vallecano and Huesca already. There are two managers in the Spanish second division who have a scanned game face. First off we have Aitor Karanka, who is the manager of Granada. He was previously an assistant at Real Madrid and he has also managed Middlesbrough, Nottingham Forest and Birmingham Birmingham City before he became manager at Granada. Cuco Siganda is the manager of Huesca and he also has a scanned game face in FIFA 23. From the Argentinian league we have Fernando Gago, who is currently the manager of Racing Club in Career Mode. If you want to use him in Career Mode and be relatively realistic with the teams he can manage, then I would recommend Boca Juniors, Vélez Sarsfield, Real Madrid, AS Roma or Valencia, as he played there in his footballing playing career. From the Turkish league we first have Andrea Pirlo, who is currently the manager of Fatih Karagümrük. The legendary Italian midfielder of course played for Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, Regina, Brescia and New York City FC, who are great options to manage in Career Mode too, of course. Nuri Sahin is also currently a manager in the Turkish league, managing Antalyaspor. He played for Borussia Dortmund, Feyenoord, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Werder Bremen and Antalyaspor as well. Miroslav Klose is also currently a manager, and so in the Austrian Bundesliga. He manages RSC Altag and he was previously an assistant at the German national team and Bayern Munich. In his playing days he played for Kaiserslautern, Werder Bremen, Bayern Munich and Lazio. Sergio Conceição is currently the manager of FC Porto, but he has previously managed Braga, Vitória Guimarães and Nantes. As a player he has played at the likes of Porto, Lazio, Parma, Inter Milan, Standard Liège and PAOK. And the last manager in this list is Stanislav Cherchesov, who is the manager of Ferencváros and who are in the rest of the world section currently. So who will you use in your career mode in FIFA 23? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel to help me get to 20,000 subscribers, and I'll see you at the next video.